Tennessee. I'm John Joey Breakfast. I'm with Southgate, a new phase of a community in Hutto. I left you guys a flyer there.
So we have our screen is set up right here.
Oh, thank
We
you.
got online
Appreciate
people
it.
at home.
Okay, great. Your flyer sitting there tells you a little bit about our inventory. We start about 340. Our new entrance is going to be at Gaddis School Road 130. Very convenient. We have a great pricing, favorable tax rate at 2.3, no PID, no mud. Come see us. We're building beautiful homes with tons of included features. Dahlia here is with HBC, with which is a part of the D.R. Horton or DHI mortgage, and she can help your clients who are credit challenged. They're a credit advocate. They do a great job. I'll let her tell you a little about it. Does anybody have any questions about Southgate? Yes, ma'am.
If I missed it, what's the amenities?
There's not hardly any amenities. The HOA basically takes care of the common grounds. It is 2 blocks away from Lake Hutto Park.
Okay.
The HOA is only $100 a quarter.
Okay.
Very reasonable.
Okay. Hi, guys. So my name is Dahlia Guerrero. Obviously, not credit repair. We don't send letters off and make credit worse than what it already is. But I definitely guide. And something that's really fantastic, too, is that we can put them in a pipeline so that you and I can keep in touch about those buyers. Just before you know it, perhaps they're ready to go. And then you can go show them, put them in your car and then take them out to go see some homes and make them homeowners. So any way that I can help, I do have cards, so I can certainly give those to you. If you have teams, I'd be more than happy to come and have a little sit down with your team, bring breakfast or lunch and talk about exactly what it is that I do. And then also to empower you with the knowledge of what to answer and how to answer when customers say, how come my Credit Karma doesn't match what your lender's given me? So I can arm you with all of that education so that this way you can be even better when you communicate with your buyers about credit, which is one of those little taboo subjects that's kind of hard to talk about sometimes. So anyway, Dahlia Guerrero, thank you again for your time today. Appreciate it.
Good morning, Andrea. I met you. I remember Tammy for years and years, but it's been a while since I've been here. I'm Wayne Richardson, my partner, buddy. We are opening up Avery Center. It's going to be a home run for all y'all. Get your customers, bring them in. It is what Juan said, it's like 10 minutes from here. Most of what you see in Round Rock is going to be where? On the border of Hutto and Round Rock. So this neighborhood is right there at A.W. Grimes, quarter of a mile south of University. So it is going to be 5 minutes from Interstate 35, 5 minutes to 45. Again, 10 minutes over here. We're got our 2 models. They should be opening in probably 2 weeks, probably. We do what we always do. We build specs. So the key to this thing is this is going to be a market-friendly neighborhood for us. 379.9 for 1,722 square feet. Where can you find that in Round Rock? New construction. You can't. I mean, Round Rock's not that price point anymore. One of the big things, though, tax rate. Get out in the Hutto, get out in the Main, or get out in some of those far out locations where they're getting closer in now. But you're looking at probably 3%. We are 1.89. So the money it's going to save your buyers just with the tax rate is going to be unbelievable. So we got 90 lots. We're going to range from 1,722 square feet to about 2,100 square feet, all rear entry. Attached. Yeah, all rear attached.
It's a really brilliant design. They've taken the home and put it on the side property line. Everything has a covered patio on the side of the house, and you'll have a 19 to 20 foot side yard with 2 gates, and that's your yard. Avery Century is a 1,200 acre mixed use development, commercial, residential, retail, restaurants. It was owned by the Avery family, this land. And the Avery family is very particular about what happens on their property. This is going to be a big deal. We're going to be the most affordable homes in there. And we're going to be out of the gate. So I think the future is real bright for the homeowners to get on board with this. It's going to be on both sides of AW Grimes. This is a big development.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you accepting investors?
Not at this time.
Okay.
I think we could probably sell them all to investors if we opened them up. So right now, maybe they'll throw us a bone every now and then, let us sell one. But right now, no, we're putting 5 in MLS. They're in MLS right now, guys. So you got somebody, they're in there right now. But the prices are going to go up. So by far, we're probably $50,000 cheaper than the other builders that are going to be in there. So get them in now. They should build a lot of equity. I think your customers will be big fans of you for getting them in there.
Walk to elementary school for those that need that. School's already built. How many of you have heard of Avery Century? Okay. Because okay.
Right now, it's kind of hard to find. You'll basically just be going up A.W. Grimes, and it's right before you get to university. You take a right there, but so it's just ground floor, but it's a good place to put your buyers. And we do have a community center with a pool and stuff. Yes, ma'am.
Are they 40 lots, 50 lots?
43.
43.
43-foot wide lots, all rear entry. So again, your yard's gonna be on the side.
When you take a right on Wallen Bradley, if you were on A.W. Grimes headed north, it's about a mile. Keep going. Just when you think, well, I don't see anything, just keep going, and there we are. We're in the back.
And we've got like 25 houses going right now. So like what we always do, let's back. Yes, ma'am. That is going to, Stony Point is the high school. No, I'm sorry.
Stony Point.
Yeah,
is the
Stony
high
Point is the high school. I'm
Elementary-
sorry.
Elementary school is that one in Paloma Lake.
Right. And I'm not sure about the middle.
Uh,
It's Round Rock, yeah.
Probably so. Yes. Yes, that's correct.
So we should be in there in 2 weeks, guys, but we've already got to jump on, our first specs can close in November. So by the time we get your buyer qualified, they could close.
We're gonna have 4-month build times. We're proving that.
Anyway, does everybody get their cards in here? If you don't, buddy, collect them. We're gonna give you guys a couple gift cards. All right, Jim, we grab that sheet, those 2 sheets there, because I gotta have them sign that.
The pictures are all of 2 stories. Are there 1 stories as well?
No, they're all 2 stories.
They're all 2 stories.
Yeah, they're all 2 stories. Thanks, sir.
Did they have an amenity center?
Pardon me? Yes, we do have a pool.
Jim talk about it.
Jim Morgan.
Huh?
Okay.
Oh, you already did?
All right, we have a couple $25 gift cards. Where are you? Andrea. Marshall.
Andy, right there,
Andy.
right there.
Okay.
Where's Andy?
Right there. And we have one other one too. All right. Jump.
We're usually not that quiet. They usually are like-
Wow.
Where do you?
Questions, anybody before we leave? Oh, okay. So right now we have $10,000
Closing cost.
closing cost, DHI, pilot policy, and as everybody knows, it's going up considerably. So we do have 6 1/4 fixed on conventional. We do have 5.99 on government. With $10,000, if they're putting a little bit of money down, they can probably buy the interest rate down about 1/4%. So we can see if we can end at 6. You can do a buy down, but those buy downs, those 2 buy downs, they're pretty expensive. But they have the $10,000, they can use it any way they choose. What I've seen in Sorrento over the last 5 years, that most of our buyers put quite a bit of money down, but we can do whatever works for them. Thank you all. We hope to see you all soon.
All right, thank you.
All right, we are switching up the sales meeting slides and having awesome title chat. They've got a 10 a.m. too.
Well, 10:45.
Yeah, we're good. We're
All
good.
right, and we all have the same colors on, so.
Yes. We didn't plan it.
First of all, I want to thank everybody who came to my Austin Title Agent 1 class last week. It was fabulous. If you guys want to meet with me one-on-one or with Pam, I'd love to do it. We've got a great class coming up on Thursday. This will be on Zoom. It's for zonability. We do have that zonability tool. When you're working with homes that are not in an HOA, that don't have an HOA, there's a possibility there could be some hidden potential in there. So it could be demolished and made into a 2-story. They could add extra square footage. It could be a store, a deli. Those reports come directly to me. If you need one, just email me the address and I'll do the report for you. It's a great tool. If you want to show that to your seller, you can increase the sales price, meaning more commission to you. It's a win-win on both sides. But the class is on Thursday. It's on Zoom, 10 to 11. I'll make sure I get it sent out to you guys. Sign up. The creator, Lee Birdlong, is the owner of the tool, very well versed in it and what's going on in the city of Austin and Round Rock. Very great class. All of our classes are on our website through the end of September. There's a contract class, amendment class. Got some of the other classes. Let's see, negotiating. There's a negotiating class. It's a 2-hour CE credit, but go to our website, austentitle.com, under education, and all the classes are listed and you can sign up and register through the links there.
I'm also having a class at my office tomorrow at 10 a.m. It's going to be how to read the closing disclosure versus the master statement that we sent out. You know, you get the closing disclosure from the lender, you get the master statement from us, and a lot of people don't understand how do those numbers correlate. So in this I go over where do we get these numbers and how do they correspond together. So that's at 10 a.m. at our office tomorrow. If you want to come, just let me know so I can put you on the RSVP list.
Yay.
Something on that, agents, if you have not gone through a closing yet, I would highly recommend y'all being at that class because this is something that is really important to be able to add value for your clients so that they understand what they're looking at. Because the vast majority of our clients have no clue. So we have to help them.
This last week, guys, I caught a $2,500 mistake that the lender made. I didn't get to see any of the statements, and I asked my client to send it over to me just so I could look at it. And the seller was supposed to pay the title policy, and it was on the buyer side. We had to, the day before closing, change everything. So it is important that you know how to read those.
And this is why we try to send it out to the agents in advance. Hey, take a look at this, make sure it's everything you expected it to be. We haven't been involved in the conversations you've had with your clients. So we don't know, you know, what y'all talked about. We're going by the contract and the closing instructions. And we are human, so we do make mistakes. So we want that double check. This is a great class, really informative.
Great. Tomorrow at 10.
Tomorrow at
Right
10
office.
at my office. Cool.
Great. Thank y'all very much.
All right, Ken's been praying. You know how I know he's been praying? This is gonna be over 100 this week, too. I thought it was gonna be in the 90s. Really did. I really got my hopes up that we were gonna be in the 90s this week, but no, thanks, Ken, for praying. At least God's listening to him, right? All right, so listings for last week, and if any of these are wrong, blame Jordan. This is Jordan's first week on doing the slides for us, so be nice. Listings, Emma, Andrew, and Destiny all had listings last week. Emma got keys. She's like, where's she at? Is she here today? She must be tired. For lease listings, we had none last week, believe it or not, but lease keys, we had Ed, Majda, Anna, and Betty all had keys given out to their leases. All right, who's ready to spin the wheel?
Woo!
Yeah. Is that you, Cordell? Cordell's the only one. All right. Who's ready to spin the wheel? Okay. Emma Shazban, she's not here. Andrew Costancio, Destiny, you're here. Excited, Destiny. She was about ready to kill MLS last week, just so you know. Oh, yeah. She was in my office and she's like, oh my gosh, what is wrong with this thing? Oh my gosh, what is wrong with this thing? I said, do you know Ken's secret? She's like, yes, and it's still doing it. Anyway.
Yeah.
DeCambray, come on down. What? Majda, are you here? Anna Montiel? Betty, you're here. I seen you sneak in. Late, but you know. You made it for spin the wheel. See, I have to do this because Andrew Medina has gotten it several times. So. Yeah. What we do for one, we do for all. Right? Kevin Dickey, I don't see him, and Crystal Valentine. All right, so congratulations, everybody. Keep up the good work. All right. Yeah. We have a really cool thing. Since we are #1 in America, we wanted y'all to, we have markers up here. So after the sales meeting, if you wouldn't mind coming and signing this so that y'all all have a place on this. Y'all are the reasons we are #1. So we just want to make sure that every single person that has been a part of this company gets recognized. So make sure to come up and sign this. JD's already put his signature right there. I've not signed it yet. We just got it. I just saw it this morning. So I was like, oh, cool. So, all right, announcements. We have birthdays, September birthdays. Not as many as last month, which is funny because we did look up the most, what month has the most birthdays in it, and supposedly it's September. Go figure. But, so Jordan, happy belated birthday. We have Ruby back there, Riley, Matthew, Shane, Knock, Moshde, Peyton, Anna Montiel, John, and Jerry is rounding out our month of September. So very last day of the month.
The whole month.
Yeah, she celebrates all month long. Courtney, congratulations for Agent of the Week. You've been working hard. You're working. So just keep it up. I know that it's can be tough, but and then Jerry went ahead and ruined my surprise, but Megan, congratulations, Agent of the Month. You've been working extra hard. I know you just got married and still managing all of real estate. So congratulations. We see you. And then our next in-person sales meeting, September 19th. All right. That said, next week, we are not going to have a sales meeting per normal. We are going to be doing a deep dive at a D.R. Horton neighborhood in, what's the address? Roundrock? Is it in Roundrock? Yeah. It's on the sales meeting. We changed the invite to say that we will be meeting there. If you'd like to meet here, you're welcome to do so, and then carpool up there. It's about 15 minutes, 20 minutes away. So,
But when we say carpool, we don't have a van.
Yeah.
So y'all work amongst
yourselves to
Y'all
hop
come
in.
to my office like, there's a carpool? And I'm like, yes, but not sure who's driving.
Yes. It's the one on what?
I'll send the email out.
We don't know. We'll be
It's-
honest.
Starts with a T. I know the street name.
Is it?
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tiamo, I think maybe. Tipton. None of us are
We
right.
don't know.
Tipton. Yeah, that one. Starts with a T.
It's coming soon.
So we'll be sending out an email for that. So just have a look out for that. And then October 10th. Holy crap, October. We're there. All right. So after the sales meeting today, we have our phone room for sale by owner calling. And then on Friday, as usual, we will have expired calling. So
Make sure to hang out after the sales meeting if you'd like to call for sale by owners, and then come in on Friday for expireds. Joe.
So this is not through JBG, but it is a really good volunteer opportunity. A lot of us, especially if you're new and haven't built a network that just starts bringing you business day by day, you really want to get into your geo farm area. And one of the ways to do that is to join our program. You read with 2 students every week for 15 minutes each. It's a very short period of time, but it goes through the whole school year and makes a tremendous difference in these children's lives. It's a wonderful, I'm a literacy partner coordinator for several schools. It's a wonderful activity to get into. It doesn't take a lot of your time, and it really helps you to learn your community and your families in your neighborhood. So I think everybody got one of these cards. If you have any questions, please come see me. Mhm.
He's slow moving this morning too.
Look at that, people. Google reviews, we're still getting them. We need more. Who's gonna get some this week? I know, but we're gonna get more. I've seen them. I saw them. I mean, I see them all the time. I see the emails. So, but we can always get more. Can we always improve? Yes, we can always improve. So, Google reviews, good job, Andrew Medina, Vanessa Simon, moving along.
Oh.
Kareem
We have
and
more.
Swan.
wait. Surprise.
No. Karina and Swan. So if you guys want to know how to get the Google reviews, we have new cards that have the QR codes. Just get with any one of us, any one of the managers. We have them on our desks. So congratulations to the ones that are getting the Google reviews, but keep it up, you guys. They work. Okay, now, Jerry.
So this is what happens every Tuesday morning. In focus, Ken has great ideas, and this says, Jerry, do it.
That's right.
Do you know what you're talking about? Nope, you do it. All right, so I don't know if anyone has seen, but Chuck had some updates. The first one does not pertain to anybody in this room at all. At least I hope. Because it says if you have not gotten with the other agent in 2 days, you can be fined. Okay, which I read this, I'm like, that's terrible. It's absolutely terrible that that Trek has to regulate this.
This is customers too.
Yeah, what with anybody, 2 days. If someone texts you or calls you, you've got 2 days, or you can be fined. Now, how they're going to regulate that is going to be a tattletale system, I'm sure. Because no one's going to see a text. I mean, are they going to see a text? So basically, it's your clients that's going to turn you in, or another agent. I suspect that more than anything. It's going to be other agents turn you in. Okay, so we all know the tattletales. It works. So we don't want anybody getting fined from here, and we want everyone to answer their phone, because if you don't answer your phone, like, hello. In fact, this weekend I gave my phone to my husband. I'm like, everything that comes through that's not in my phone says it's a scam. Get it off, because I want to answer. I don't want to get stuck and not answering the phone, because I called an outside agent this weekend as I was doing a favor for them on a holiday weekend, and guess what? She didn't answer her phone. So shocker, wasn't us. So nobody in this room is going to get fined for that, right? We're gonna have a dunce hat if you do. Gotta sit up here. So, all right. Yeah, that's all they're asking. All they're saying, hey, I hear you. We don't have an answer. As soon as I do, we'll do it.
Yeah. So if somebody sends
your text messages in your phones and you respond.
Yeah, there you go.
Not being used right now, by the way. Does an out of office reply count?
no. No.
Leslie,
You didn't-
Leslie put it on it out of office on hers with my phone number.
Well, that's fantastic. Get with Leslie on that one.
I don't know what's going to count, what's not going to count. How are they going to regulate this, you guys? I mean, it's just going to be someone calling in saying that you didn't respond back to them in 2 days. Okay.
And if you guys want to get rid of the other real estate agents, start telling them.
Right.
I don't even know how much the fine is going to be, but like, it's going to be, it's going to be an issue. It's period. It's period. 2 days. Like if they, Tony, sorry.
Once you do it, you have the form signed, what do you do with the form? You have to put it in the folder or
What are we talking about?
the, document you just said, you had to like.
Oh, but that's coming up. That's something different. So that's the next topic. So number one is everybody answer your phone or text, okay, or email. Those 3 things. The other form that Tony's talking about, the consumer protection notice has changed. Okay, so instead of me going, if you guys know how to change it, that's fine. If you don't, stay here after the business meeting, our sales meeting, and we're going to go through it together. It's easier for me to do a group of people, for me to tell you how to do this than it is individually. Although I can do that as well. Just stop by my office. It'll take 2 minutes. Okay. So the consumer protection notice has changed as of September 1st. So y'all are out of compliance if you haven't changed it. Seller's disclosure also has changed. So there's been a little snafu with this. If you already have a transaction room that has been made, that you don't have it signed, you need to have the new one signed. So basically you've either got to make a new room, which no one likes to do that, or you have to delete the one out of your room to add the new one in. Because if you have a seller's disclosure already in the room, it won't let you add another one. Okay. So if anybody has problems with that, come see me.
So the old one, just making sure I understand, the old one already signed, and we don't have to do it.
If it was signed before September first.
Yeah.
If it was signed.
Prior to
then it's
September
a
1.
Contract by September.
Yeah. Yeah.
If we don't have a contract.
If you don't have a contract, you need to get the new one signed.
If we add it to our room, is it the new one?
Yes.
Yes,
From
the new one is
Zip
Zip
Forms. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Zip Forms automatically makes them
Updates.
updates. Thank you. Can't talk today. All right. Is that all 3? Did I get all 3? If you have any questions, let me know.
Bad news. That's for bad news. Well, it's not really bad news. It's just news, right? It's just updates. Yeah, I think it's good news. I think that a lot of us are annoyed that we have to literally try and hound the other agent for any sort of communication. That's personally, because then you have to go through the hierarchy of, I can't get a hold of this agent. Now I'm going to go to the broker, and then whether or not the broker actually responds, it's a whole nother thing. So, all right. So we are still in the 2-month growth challenge, contact growth. This month, it's all about amplifying your sphere, your reach. So create a video each week talking about something in real estate, a buying or selling tip, staging tip, or an update about how you're working with buyers and sellers right now in today's market. This is not 2021 to where we just were at the mercy of the sellers. We are at we're in a market where you can negotiate, which is fantastic. So update that. Your sellers need to understand that. And your buyers also need to understand that. Find 1 to 2 special interest groups that are authentic to you. I know, Andy, you've been working on finding stuff, so good job on that. And if you want to share what you've been doing on finding those different interest groups that you can connect with people, this is about reaching new people, right? So join them, be active in hobby groups that you can engage with a bigger audience in an authentic way. Spend time every day liking and commenting on other people's posts. I mean, this is something that I know a lot of y'all are doing, so keep doing that. And then look for opportunities to be a local expert. This is one of those, we're giving you all of the things that we could possibly give you to help you get out there in front of people and help people, okay? This is a great opportunity. Joan brought it to our attention, and we just wanted to make sure that all of y'all knew that this was available to you. So next thing, we have our Tip Tuesday. Greatness is not measured by what a man or woman accomplishes, but by the opposition he or she has overcome to reach his goals. Know that if you think about it, it's not just about going out and doing something great. It's about how hard did you work to get there. Every single one of you in this room has been working their tail off. We know. I know I was where you were sitting 13 years ago, trying to figure out how am I going to make it in a business. Back then though, nobody was selling and no one was buying anything because it was right after the 2008 craziness where people just weren't making moves. People didn't feel the need to make those moves. So you are in a prime position to figure out what it takes to be in a great market as well as a more difficult market. This is sharpening y'all, but it also means that you guys are going to be going through some adversity right now. So keep at it, keep going, because if you stop going, if you stop trying, that greatness is not going to come. So you have to keep going. You have to keep moving. Okay. So that's our Tip Tuesday today. Grow your network on LinkedIn. So we've been talking about special interest groups. Get on LinkedIn. Who's on LinkedIn? Okay. When was the last time you actually went in and like updated your profile on LinkedIn?
I still have a problem.
Maybe I need to go check it.
Yeah, you might need to go check that.
No, I already did.
If it's been a minute since you've been on LinkedIn, go check out your profile. Make sure that it's optimized to reach the people that you want to be reaching. So if you want to be in the investor game, then you need to be gearing that language to investor friendly language. Your profile is what somebody first sees before they can actually look at your full profile. So they're just going to look at like the little snippet, the little blurb that gives you 3 or 4 things that you can highlight about who you are. Get on there, make some updates. Then once you've done that, start connecting with people. You can make 2 connections, I think, per day without having to be a paid member of LinkedIn. So go out there and start making those connections. Did you know that you can search by what people do for a living? So if you're like, you know what, I work really well with CPAs. I can look in there and go Austin CPAs, and it'll start pulling up all the CPAs in the area. You can start making connections through there. If you're good with attorneys, get on there and start searching attorneys, CEOs, whatever it is you can think, COOs.
Does anyone work with an attorney?
Kid does.
Unless you're paying them.
It's even worse when they try to be adults.
Yes, no, that is a true statement right there. But anyway, derailed. Sorry, Megan and Jerry. All right, social media ideas this week. Network. Feel confident this week and send friend requests to at least 50 new folks. See what I'm saying?
50? Oh,
50. Oh, yes. You know, all those like you may know this person, and then you kind of keep going because you're like, I don't want to.
Here's a real easy way to do it is find a hobby group on Facebook, join the group, and then go friend people in that.
Yes, I do that all the time.
Join a hobby group on Facebook, and then once you're in, friend request the people in that group because now you have something in common with them. And
Yep. That's the quickest way to build your network on Facebook. And then guess what? All those new people that you friended, they start seeing your stuff because it's a new connection. So the way the Facebook algorithm works is that when you make those new connections, then you kind of become that automatic follow without them having to follow you. And you get that for a couple of weeks. So as long as you're out there and consistently updating and making those new friends, those new connections, you'll stay in front of more people. Give your current followers a post summer update. So like we're back in school, y'all. Huh?
I would not have that part of that.
You're healthy and you're back out of the hospital. That's what that is the post update. That is the yay, Dana. So yes, if you we're back into kids in school, bless you. I think everyone online says bless you too.
Good, do it right.
Yeah, you got it.
Like walk in the corner.
But get those post summer updates out. I know that we're still in fall right now, or hell's door stuff.
No, we're
whatever you
still
wanna call
in.
it.
We're hell's door right now. 100 degrees.
Post something inspirational. It can be personal or real estate related. You're welcome to take any of the Tip Tuesdays that we've had. Post those on your social media. We try and make them inspirational to give you hope and to give you something to work for every week. So feel free to use those. And then time to get silly. Get some ice cream and share a quirky photo. People love to get to know who you really are. And if you're not quirky and you just are really hard to kind of let loose a little bit, then I don't know. Put on a funny hat and don't. I don't know. Sure. That's nothing. All right. All right. Rich isn't here, so it's going to be Ken.
Thank you.
Good morning, sports fans. So, who's got a success story today? I'll read this because that's what Rich does. Success only comes to those who dare to attempt. Who has attempted to get success this week? Vanessa.
That I own in Apache Shores, and the one next to me was forced not my owner. I had sold it to her, so I just called her and said, hey, are you getting any action on it? She said, no. If you want me to put it in the last for you, yeah.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Yvonne.
I did a like a client event and I had
I saw that. The
yeah, it
spa.
was super fun. And I had a bunch of people like cancel like the day before. And then there were a lot of people, this was why it was a success. I had a bunch of people tell me, oh my gosh, I would love to do that, but the time doesn't work. And so what I did was I called it like recharge with salon. So it was cryotherapy and then like a healthy lunch. And so I got passes for that cryotherapy that I'm going to go and hand to the people that didn't make it and have those conversations with them. So
Nice. Good job. Who else? Yes.
So I had some friends come visit for the weekend from Dallas. They used to be my neighbor. They moved to Dallas 10 years ago. Well, so they go, hey, let's go look at houses. And I'm thinking, y'all are moving back down here and that's work for me, right? But I'm like, oh, yeah, what a great idea. So we go look at houses and I find out that their job situations have changed. They can work from here now and they want to move back. And I said, oh, okay, they're going to buy like a $900,000 house. Well, they found one that they love that's 1.275 million. Yes. So, yeah, so they went home yesterday. They've got to figure out some work creams. And once they get it confirmed, if it's all good, they're buying that bougie house. That house is pretty crazy. Let's go drinking.
Like 900,000 is bougie. You're like 900,000.
I'll help you with the 900.
Yeah. Yeah. If you don't want any of those 900,000, there's other people that'll take it.
No. I didn't mean it that way. I'll take 900.
you'll just take it.
Yeah.
Michelle.
Nothing's come of it yet, but just putting myself out there in my community. This last week, I joined 2 groups in my community, one of them being the Santa Rita Ranch Winers, and it's a wine club. I don't drink wine, y'all. I'll drink wine. But I'm going. I'm just taking whiskey. It's fine. It's fine. It's all good. So I'm making more connections in my neighborhood where there's 2 really strong realtors that are present there. And then the other one was I got bamboozled into running a half marathon again. And so my husband is training me, and we decided that in our community that we would open it up to everybody that he would train. So actually yesterday I did a community 5K. We didn't put it on, but we did the 5K and we met like 3 people yesterday that are going to join the run group. And we all know that Michelle gets business from run group.
Oh, that's good.
Good.
Yeah. Anybody else? Yes, Megan.
I have a friend from college from Baylor, 10, 12 years ago. I haven't talked to, lost touch with, but was one of my best friends. So I sent her an invitation to my wedding, and she ended up coming, and I saw her for the first time in forever. And then I was like, well, she lives in Dallas. Well, you need to, every time you come to Austin, maybe yeah, we need to hang out. We need to hang out again. She's like, okay, great. So she messaged me this past week, said, what are you doing for the holiday weekends? We're coming to Austin. We should go grab drinks. And I said, yeah, that sounds good. When are you available? she's like, well, I'm coming to town on Friday first. I'm going to look at this house. I have an appointment like around 12, and we can go get drinks after that. And I was like, are you using an agent in Austin? She was like, well, I just contacted him on realtor.com. The agent was at the house. And I was like, girl, no, cancel the appointment. The house is vacant. I just looked it up. I can go and show it. You're not going to meet with that person. We're going to go see the house, and then we can go get drinks after. She's like, oh, you can do that? Oh my God.
Yeah,
So now they're going to buy a house.
people only know what they know, and they don't know a lot. So there you go. And you know what? That brings up a good point, because anytime you guys get invited to a wedding, go. Amazing time to connect with people. Or be ordained like I do and do the wedding. Because I got 2 clients this weekend from the wedding. Thanks to Andrew. And drinking. Just kidding. So kind of maybe. So yeah, go to those weddings. If anytime you guys are invited, regardless of whether you want to go, make yourself uncomfortable. That's the best way to meet people, is be uncomfortable. So congratulations. Anybody else?
And he was uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Well, I had my first cousin houses last weekend. I have 2 back. And Saturday, like 15 minutes before it was over, I was sad. It was not even fly coming to the door. So I was about to start cleaning my stuff when a nice couple, and then like, are you closing? I'm like, no, welcome. So they're coming from Louisiana, and they were visiting their son who lives in the other neighborhood, and they're looking for a house. So even before I even asked for their information, the guy came in his car. I was like, here, call me. I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay. So that was the first day. And Sunday, I have another one. And I have to, it was this couple. I was putting the signs at the open house, and this guy was on his truck, and he said, "I have an open house." I said, "Yes." I gave him a flyer. And then he showed up with his wife and friends who moved from California, and they're from California. So they're looking for a house for them and their kids. So they give you their information, but they need to sell their house in California, and still a little long process, but I think I have good list. And in the same house, I have another person who lives in the same street who is looking at a house for her son who's moving soon, who wants to move soon to the same neighborhood, who's just moved his house from the market in Odessa, and so he's planning to move. So I feel like I have a successful open house.
Wow, that's great. Good job, everyone. Anybody else? Okay, back to Andrew.
All right, we keep harping on this. We're getting close. 2 more weeks, and then we have the Casa Superhero Run. So if you've not signed up to be on the Casa JV Goodwin team, make sure to sign up, and we will see you out at Coda. And then we have Kevin.
Kevin, are you awake?
Yes.
I even kept a conversation with Wayne short because I was figuring I was going to talk after title.
And then no, we like to keep it. People guess.
Good morning.
You know
First thing,
Kevin's coming because he can't sneak up on it.
right. So I think last month I'd mentioned I was going to keep track of everybody who did give me a referral throughout the month. So of all those people, David, pick a number between 1 and 17. 13. Cordell. I got a gift card in my office. There you are. I got a gift card in my office for you. Starbucks or Krispy Kreme. So, we have a 1031 exchange class finalized. It's going to be September 28th. I will have media for this not next week. I'll send out an email flyer, but it's going to be at 11 a.m. on September the 28th. That's a Thursday. That is going to be a 1-hour CE class, and it is 1031 exchange. I do want to get an RSVP out email with that flyer. So if you guys could actually RSVP on that, that'd be good. We want to make sure that we have enough food and make sure we have enough people. I think everybody was pretty interested in 1031 last time. So that will be coming up. And currently we are looking at just under 7 back for the conventional. We've had a pretty good week last week on the bond market, so made some good improvement. We're back down around the 6.5 range for VA and FHA, and that's the standard market. So, you know, I had a client lock last week with Deanna at 6.25 for VA. So just because the market standards at 6.5 doesn't mean we can't get a little further and actually start competing with your new builder that was just here. I was kind of happy to hear that they're not somewhere crazy in the 4s. I think we can be very competitive in the low 6s on some conventional and government loans. So one thing I've noticed that I just want to mention, a lot of people are passing my name and contact out to clients. We never hear from them. I never do for the most part. If we could start getting, when you pass my information that direction, I don't have to call them right away, but get me their information as well. That way I can keep it on my list. At least then I know, like at the end of the week, I can say, hey, Joan, I never did hear from Bob on Monday and it's been a week, because it gives them an opportunity to talk to enough people that their friend's a lender or the neighbors, you know, bought their house, their lender gets to give them a call. So the more time we allow between when they decide they want to purchase and work with you and when I get to talk to them, the more opportunity they have to work with other people. So if we could get that information going both ways, that would be fantastic. Wanted to make a comment about the voicemail thing since it was spoke about. How many of y'all, if I called you right now, actually have your voicemail set up to say JB Goodwin? How many of y'all's voicemail is full? I cannot tell you how many agents I call to leave a message about a client or ask a question, and it's either not set up at all or it's full. I think it's...
I'm not sure. I think I've set mine up, but I don't know.
So if somebody calls you, you know, they look you up online and they call you to ask a question and then you have no voicemail?
Yeah, no, I think I have it set up. I just don't know how to hear my voice.
Yeah, so just, yeah. Well, yeah, but make sure that you're doing that.
About realtors who don't have their business voicemail set up, because when I call a number,
Yeah.
because I'm slightly dyslexic, so I'll sometimes type the wrong number. But if there's no business voicemail, like, hey, you just reached your realtor, then I'm like, I'm calling for this person. If this is the wrong number, sorry, that's what he's talking about.
Yeah, they have no idea who they're calling. So, but I get to hear that a lot because I'm calling realtors all the time. So it's surprising how many people are trying to conduct business and then you can't leave a message. So just keep that in mind. And then along the lines of just new files coming in, you know, applications or referrals. We're still seeing a lot of concessions on our closings last month. Some of them around the $8,000, $10,000, $12,000 mark. Had a couple of closings where clients were bringing pretty minimal money to the table. So we still have a good market we're back into the lower than we were rates. We're definitely well into the 6s. So between the concessions and the lower payments or the lower purchase prices, I think we have a good opportunity to have a good fall. So have a good quarter. But if you have questions, you know, don't assume, always call me. Nothing silly to ask. And then we'll get a date for David and I to talk about interest rates here in the next week or two. We're going to kind of review what we see as far as rates and how we price. That way you guys can understand that there is no daily rate. There is no rate for one person. We're going to kind of go through that and show you how we price a loan. So if you have questions, stop by my office afterwards, but we'll see you guys around.
I have one comment to that. This client that you just mentioned that you just locked on, let's say he had a bunch of different issues and VA loan and all kinds of crazy stuff. And there was one little issue that didn't technically possibly meet Premier's policy, maybe.
Yeah.
Most lenders, I think, would have just said, oh, sorry, I can't do it. He worked his butt off to get approval, and I'm sure we're getting to the closing table. And I really don't think other lenders would have jumped through all the hoops for this guy that Kevin did. So I'm super appreciative. Thank you.
Thank you. And a little on that, what we ended up doing was Premier will not take a working farmer ranch. VA and PennyMac don't take a working farmer ranch. We find out big difference between working farm and ranch and ag exemption. I was told we can't close the VA loan with an ag exemption in place. I didn't feel that was correct. I argued this. We talked to the VA in Houston for a while. I had meetings with Eli, one of my managers. We called the underwriting manager himself. We talked to Murdoch, the CEO, and then about 48 hours after we discovered the issue, we got it good to go. We can close VA and ag exemptions. So
And the best part,
we just got to have enough time and get those things ironed out. They're never a no. We just got to work around it.
And because he did it so fast, I never had to tell my client, this might not work out. So as far as my client knows, everything's been golden, and this guy's been jumping through hoops to make it happen.
on
Thank
crutches.
you.
On crutches, which makes
On
it
crutches.
ever more impressive. All right, Ken. Our weatherman, Ken.
Sorry.
No more rich.
He's at the
Back to
coast.
normal. Okay, so this last 7 days, new active listings, 917, price decreases, 1563. Now I am seeing some price decreases even with builders. So still price increases. Notice that's gone down to 152. Back on market, 173. Active under contract, 375, pending 355, closed 833, withdrawn 226, expired. Look at that, 281 expired. So whoever wants to make calls today,
Friday.
Friday, whatever day, whatever day you guys want to do it, just do it. And then on hold 96. And this week I did Bastrop ISD. Active currently 381 active listings ranging from 215,000 total remodel or tear down property to 2.5 million, which was several acres. I can't tell you exactly how many, but I remember it being a lot. And then 106 active under contract or pending sold within the last 30 days, 86. Now look at this. 86 in the last 30 days here, 2022, 60. So we're still selling more than 2022. And we're right, not far from 2020, 92. Clear skies again. Anyway, I can't help this. Anyway, sold year to date, 586 as opposed to 2022. That's why I'm holding my hands. 575 or 506. Days of inventory, 172.49. Average house price, 430,200, as opposed to last year, 478, 532, and 2020, 309, 073. Average days on market, 92 currently. Last year, 27, and in 2020, 79. So we're still selling a lot of houses at Bastrop ISD. And I was just out there this weekend, so there's a lot out there to sell. Anyway, get out there, and anybody that's want to sell in Bastrop, there's plenty out there.
We need to get you appointed.
Yeah.
Or magic wand.
Yeah.
Yeah, something. Anyway,
Sparkles.
Yes.
Yes. There we go, a ribbon. All right, somebody come up with that. Ribbon or something. All right. I think Corrine is taking care of the kids today, so we have getting into the mind of an appraiser, which if any of y'all have talked to me about what classes should I take, I always say take an appraisal class because it's really, really valuable to know how a property is going to be appraised in the eye of an appraiser when you're getting something under contract. That's something that is invaluable knowledge that you need to have. So that said, be at this class, September 6th, which is tomorrow, 11 to noon, Google Meet. So you're going to learn how appraisers do a property valuation. Ask about pools. If that's not brought up, please, somebody ask about pools. This is always something that people just add value automatically. And a pool in past tense was only as valuable as somebody who wanted a pool. So best practices as for an appraiser report, how appraisers calculate for remodels, pools, and more. How appraisers can help you pre-listing or your pre-listing process. So be on that class tomorrow. And then we have the JBG seller and buyer guides. Who here has their buyer guide set up? Good. That's actually awesome. Now I'm seeing this half of the room needs to get their stuff together. All right. So for those of y'all need to be here on Friday, or actually Google Meet on Friday. If you want to be here, that's fine. But Google Meet on Friday to figure out how to get your buyer guides and seller guides set up with Tony. This is a really great opportunity for you to be able to do pre-listing appointments. You could do teasers on Facebook. There's all sorts of stuff that you can use these buyer and seller guides for. And our upcoming classes are open houses with breakthrough conversations. This is all about turning those open houses into actual clients instead of just having somebody come in the door and you go, here's the house. Let me know if you have questions. That's the worst. Don't do that. Okay. You need to be able to have conversations to be able to create a relationship very quickly in open houses. How do you do that? Be on the class to get some tips and tricks on how to do that. Cool. Leveraging LinkedIn. Just talked about that today. And then the 3 P's of real estate. What are the 3 P's of real estate?
People.
Preview. Prospecting. Preview. Andy. All right. Thank you. Those are the 3 P's of real estate. And I think we
Y'all need to be there because we didn't know it.
yeah, 2 people that kind of knew it, sort of. So
We
make
were
it
in mind.
there. Mark your calendars. Okay. Who needs what? New listing needs, buyer needs, lease needs. Who needs what? I thought Kevin was raising his hand. Yes, Destiny.
I have a listing in Liberty Hill, which is up live on Thursday. 4 beds with an office that can be a 5th bedroom, just over 39 square feet on 2 acres as well. Located on site, so that's 2 utilities a buyer doesn't have to pay.
And
And they're listed at 1.2 million.
Oh, dang. That's a good price. Okay.
I have one in Sun City. They decided to put it on the MLS, so we're probably gonna go live on the MLS sometime into the week. It's 2 bedroom with a flex room, could be an office, could be a bedroom. Newer house, built in 2019. It's on the like Savannah area of the Greenbelt, which is absolutely gorgeous. You look out the back, you can't even see any neighbors. They have a cocktail pool and a professionally landscaped yard, gorgeous house. It's $699-ish, so bring us an offer.
How many square feet is it?
It is 1,800.
What plan is it?
Abbeville, I think.
Yes.
I have that just listed lot, so if anybody's looking for, somewhere they can build a custom home, let me know. It's 260,000 and it is 0.43 an acre. Very little restrictions, and it's surrounded by gorgeous contemporary modern homes that go from 500 to 1 million right by it.
Cool. What are the utilities on that lot?
As far as like, it's above the ground utilities, they'll have to bring their own propane tank.
Septic?
In, what was that?
Septic?
Yes, you do.
You have it or you need to install
You need everything. It's there.
But there's that guy that lives in there that builds those gorgeous homes,
Yeah, they're all around.
super high quality and really great prices. So if you buy her lot and build one of his homes on it, oh my God.
Yeah, it's a constant level lake, so it has its own boat ramp in the neighborhood, so it's already in the case you can just drop in there.
Sweet.
So,
All right. Who else?
I have a listing coming up in Georgetown. It's 103 Tejas Trail. It's a little over 6 acres, 2 bedroom, 2 bath, 1931 square feet. We'll be listing around 1.2.
2 bedroom, 2 bath? Okay. All right. Megan.
my friend in the Dallas, they're looking for 0.8 or more of an acre, so they're more concerned about the land. They're open to turnkey. They're also open to flip. Their current house in Dallas, they just remodeled themselves while they were living there, so they're very into doing that if that needs to be done. They're more concerned about having the land. They want it close to a creek. If possible, they're open to like walking distance to water. So
What's their budget?
they said it depends on the house. Obviously, they're gonna do a flip versus a turnkey, but they're very flexible. She sent me everything from 400 to a million.
Okay.
Depending on if they're gonna do a flip or something turnkey or anything like that.
Okay. Sounds like a pretty healthy budget. Are they pre-approved?
Well, I know Alex, I went to Baylor with them. They're successful. I'm not concerned about it.
Okay.
People make good money, but when they have to spend.
All right. Anybody else?
Saratoga is doing 6% commission on all of their neighborhoods. Give Jessie a call. She can hook you up with the one in Pflugerville, Morningstar, and I forget where the other one is. They're also giving huge Byron's, but 6%. Get it.
If you don't know who Jessie is, call Deanna. All right. Thank you. Have a fantastic day. And we'll be here.
10:34. We did it.
We did it. Pretty close.
This is pretty.
I love working with kids.